Hey everyone, good to see everybody out here today. It's awesome being back here for the first anniversary of Occupy Austin. One thing we've been asking ourselves as we have gone through this process of trying to create change with the grassroots movement is, how do I affect real change in our government? It's a difficult question to think on, and while some people will promote the anarcho-capitalist kind of point of view of, instead of changing their system, creating your own, growing your own food, trading with each other, bartering, not using Federal Reserve notes, that sort of thing, which has been most prominently promoted by folks like John Bush. Others of us still believe that we can make change in our political organizations that do exist on the governmental level. I first started getting involved heavily as a city council activist last year. At one city council meeting, I spoke nearly 15 times on different topics where the city council was wasting money on putting fluoride in our water, spending $20,000 on a flag football program we didn't need, and all sorts of ridiculous chemicals that we're spraying in our creeks, pesticides filled with DDT that causes cancer that was covered in Silent Spring over 50 years ago. And as the mayor and the council did not like that, we got in a little bit of a battle with them. They started restricting our right to speak at City Hall. Then they started restricting the right of occupiers to be here on the steps. First, you can't have food. Now you can't have a tent. And this was all a means to take away our rights. Just like when they focus on giving millions of your tax dollars to bail out billionaires like Bernie Ecclestone of Formula One, and spending $750 million giving it to a foreign company to build some ridiculous windmills 200 miles away. You gotta start asking, is this accidental, coincidental, or is it by design? And I think it's by design. We've got to start taking back our governments. Our only hope to do this is on the local level. Washington is too far removed. When we lived under the Articles of Confederation, or the country did many years ago, power was locally based. We need to get back to a true confederacy, each locality having the right to say, if Austin wants to legalize marijuana, why can't we do that? I think that's simple, and most people in this city don't have a problem with it. When we adopted the Constitution in 1789, it basically consisted of giving a huge amount of central authority to the federal government and to Congress, if you look at Article 1, Section 8. What we did, and what others like George Mason, who basically wrote the Bill of Rights, and Patrick Henry said about that document, the Constitution, was they said that this was the centralization of power. They were taking the power of the purse and the sword away from the local cities and counties and states and giving it directly to the centralist power authority, the federal government. And we've seen what a failure that's become today in Washington. So with our bankrupt government spinning into oblivion and killing countless amounts of good people in other countries, we need to get back to true local governance. We can do this at our city council. We can get involved. We can speak to these people. I saw council member Bill Spellman last night when I was out with a friend. These people we can reach, and we can make real change. So not to take too much more time, but it's great being here, everyone. And please join me sometime at the City Council. Check out my YouTube, The Winter Patriot. Feel free to contact me there, and let's get a real movement going. One of the most dangerous items on this upcoming bond and city charter election will be Proposition 2, which will seek to extend the terms of council members from 3-year terms to 4-year terms. We can't have this. So everyone come out. Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks.
God bless Texas.